Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good day to everyone. How y'all feeling today? If y'all see me, y'all know what today is. It's Wednesday, and I got that midweek medicine for you. I know y'all been missing it, but I got something for y'all. I've been waiting on this one. I got some good news, and hopefully using that good news in my personal experience, I can get you through something you go through in your life, or just give you that extra push to keep on going through whatever it is you're dealing with, right? Those of you know me, I'm Miguel Brown. I go by the experience specialist, mindset motivator, and all those good things. Mr. Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. That's what I live by. That's what I breathe by, right? So let's just dive into this. A while ago, I did a video on restoration and trusting in the body in the process, and I will put the link for this video attached to this. So if you haven't seen it, you can go back and check it out, or get a refresher on it, however you want to do it. It's on YouTube, right? And talking about that process, at that particular time, I was using the events that were unfolding in my life pertaining to myself, my wife, my mother, my ex-wife, and how we situation just completely turned around. Well, now I'm giving you something different. Those of you that know my story, y'all know that in 2012 I lost my job because of a DUI, and at that job, while I was working at Coca-Cola, I was making about 65 to 70,000, and I just upgraded my license to a Class A, so I was on my way to making between 75 and 78,000, right? So, but that set in motion the process of me transforming myself into the person that you see today, working on becoming the type of speaker that I want to be. And it's a process. And y'all, if any of y'all that know me, y'all know I'm big on the process and the steps that it takes to become whatever it is you want to become, whatever it is you must become, whatever it is you need to become, however you want to look at it, whatever's necessary in your life, that's what it's about. So in doing so, the more I learn about the restoration process and what that really is, and a lot of times in restoring something, you have to break it all the way down to ground level, to the foundation, so then you can build it back up. And when you build it back up, you instill new habits, new characteristics, and you find new abilities that you've had but you have not yet tapped into. Two scriptures that stood out to me the first time I talked to everyone about restoration was Job 2:25 through 26, will basically say, well, God says, I will restore your years, right? And then the next one was Jeremiah 29:11, which says, God declares that I have a plan for you. Now, that plan pertains to the process in your life, and it's not always, a lot of times the way we plan it and the way things go is completely different, and that's just not how it works. Well, if you can learn, like I've heard me say, trust the process, trust God, stay faithful, remain steadfast, and keep that eagle eye laser focus on your goals and what it is you're doing, so that no matter what, and you always think about your why, your main reason to keep on pushing forward, things will turn around for you. So to catch you up to speed, like I said, I lost that job in 2012, great benefits and everything, but a lot of great things have happened because of that, and I don't regret it at all. In between that time, one thing that I can do is that I can take that CDL test at any time, and I can pass. I've taken enough courses and training that I could teach somebody how to get their Class A CDL. Like, I believe that much in what I've learned, that I could do that. And I could definitely do it for myself without spending all these thousands of dollars that it takes at going through an actual class to get your commercial driver's license. But the thing is as much as that I could do that for myself, I could really never do that for myself. I mean, I was looking up a lot of different ways that I can get it without, and I was getting advice from people, other ways that I can get it without spending that money, renting trucks and things like that, finding cheaper ways to do it, and either I didn't find the time to do it, Realistically, the drive, it wasn't a serious push for me to go do that. Even though that I could, and I just didn't focus. I just, attributed to me being so focused on developing myself as a speaker, as the speaker that I want to become, and not only helping myself and my family, but everybody that'll hear me. I just, I felt like that wasn't a priority for me. Well, let's get you up to speed. I've been applying for a couple of jobs and everything, and more recently, I've been going through like an interview process that's been like some weeks long with a particular company, and at this particular company, I would apply for their driver position. It's non-CDL, and I didn't know what the compensation was. I didn't know how it was. I just knew that this particular company is a great company to work for. It's got the benefits, 401k, good time, all that stuff, right? Somewhere you can build up, because one thing that I know is that I have to have a source of income for my family. I can't do. One thing that I learned is that before God will have you do, He's gonna work on your being. Before He's have you doing, He's gonna work on your being. So my being is being worked on right now, so that my house is in order. Myself, my wife, my kids, everything is in order at home. So that now I can pour out to everybody else and not worry about here, because that's one of the things that's been blocking me from really giving you the messages that you guys deserve on a week-to-week basis, is that I'm really focused on getting my home together, right? So anyway, and I'm gonna say that one more time. God will work on your being before He'll have you start doing. All right, I believe that strong. Anyway, back to it. I've been applying for this position, and I've been waiting to get it, and I've been waiting to get the official word. But Friday, I got the official word that they want me to come with me. They want me to come work for them. They love me. The guys that I went out with on a ride along, they spoke highly of me. I've interviewed with general managers, everything. These interviews went from interview questions to actual conversations, man to man, and it was a good thing. So I'm listening to find out one thing, that at this particular job, without having a CDL, on a minimum, without doing any extra work, a minimum, I can make 50,000, a minimum. But if I put the work in that I will put in work in, I'll be making that 70. How about that? The restoration process. And not only is it a restoration process, but God put me in a position where I can make that money that I once was making without even having a CDL, without spending more money to get my CDL back, go through the classes, waste that time, and get back to making that money. God says, I'm going to put you in a place where you don't even need that. Just trust me and abide by me and follow my commands. Now I'm back in that position. But then God did one more thing for me. So the people called me up and they like, Miguel, we love you. We definitely want you on the company, but we're gonna go with a different candidate for that particular position. Did it hurt? Did that sting a little bit? It was a little ouch, But then he says, but I want to offer you this position, this assistant position, and everybody that goes from that comes in as the assistant position always moves on to their own actual route and driving position. I gave it some time. I asked the right questions. I thought about it. And then one thing I realized, I laughed. I sat back and I laughed. I said, God took the time to think so much about me that He knew it was some steps. It was a part of the process that I needed before I could get back to making that 70,000 and more. And if I want to make that 70,000 and more, I'm not going to give you this position right here, but I'm going to give you this assistant position so that you can learn the other side of things, the sales side of things, so that now in a few months when you're ready, I can put you back over here and you're going to make that money and you're going to make even more money and you're going to do it with ease. How about that? How about that? See, a lot of times, I'm going to end with this. A lot of times y'all think that because something didn't go the way you wanted, or you didn't get what you want and you got something else, you think that's somebody holding you back or not believing in you or not getting what you deserve. Well, what you really need to do is open your eyes and open your mind and understand that it's not a setback. It's not it's like they say, it's not a setup, it's not a setback, it's a setup for your comeback. It's a love story. Like, I'm gonna let you taste it. I'm gonna let you see it. I'm gonna let you see that you can make this money, but I can't give it to you yet. Because if you skip steps, if I put you in this part of it right now, you're not going to be effective. You won't be able to give you 100% because you're missing something. You're missing something that's important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this. I'm going to put you in this place where you can learn this part of the grind. And then when you get back here, you're going to flourish and you're going to bloom and you're going to bang and you're going to grind and you're going to get and get and get. And you're going to be positioning yourself for good things and better things. That's what I'm going to do for you. So understand, everybody, that just because that, you know, in the midst of this whole restoration thing, you know, you might get a peek at something, but that peek is a vision. And all the vision is God's gift to you to get a glance of your future self, come back in the present and live the rest of your natural life working to make it towards that vision. So now I got another piece of my vision that I'm working towards that's going to help me continue to accomplish the goals that I want to accomplish to become a speaker. Right? So that being said, guys, I didn't want this to be long. I hope you guys are hearing what I'm saying in this whole restoration process, abiding in God, trusting in God, having your faith in God, believing in yourself. Don't waver. Don't get off the path that you on. Keep walking it no matter how hard it is. Pay attention to every step, because sometimes you see the bigger picture and you want that bigger picture, but you got to understand it might be a piece of the puzzle that you got to get first before you can get that whole complete thing. So you work and you work and you learn and you grow. Always remain a student. Keep getting better. And I guarantee you're going to come out on the other side. So I hope my story has blessed you guys. I hope it's helping you to understand what it is you're going through and what you must do for yourself and those around you. This is your guy. It's Miguel Brown. I love you all. I appreciate you. Breathe you. What up? We here. And I'll check y'all later. All right? Y'all have a good one.